Hello, everyone.
We were live for a second.
I know.
Oh.
Give him a little teaser. Give him a little taste. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are the Banter Buddies. We are live, in person, coming to you. It's me, Mr. Chris Mad. We'll go flip-flop. I think Twitch is the next.
Backwards.
I'm
Okay.
here. Hey, how you doing, Chris?
Hey, Twitch is my good bud.
I'm putting up my non-existent art. No, I am. There we go.
Yeah.
We're hugging each other. We're back.
We're back, boys. We're back.
The OG crew is back.
We're back on the right side. Next
Yeah.
up, who's that guy? Who's that over there?
Who's that wiggling?
Why are you wiggling so
hi.
much?
Because I'm
Yeah,
so
it's so
excited
wiggly.
to be bantering with my buddies. I'm Midnight and Beyond, and I got a bow tie on top of my regular tie.
Sick.
Who's the last one?
Hi. Hi, I'm Hunter.
Okay, cool. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Banter Buddies. We're here. We did it. We brought it back from the dead. We resurrected it. So
We win E3.
yeah, we did. So to pick up where we left off, E3 2016. Twitch is what? What?
What was happening?
What?
Man, like this whole like Dad of War thing, that friggin' blew my mind. Like,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
yeah,
God.
I wonder if they'll.
Oh, I
Like,
think it's
what about-
weird.
it's Norse. Norse is in. Greek
Yeah.
is out.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marvel.
I don't.
And
I can't tell from the gameplay if it's gonna be as fast paced though. It seems kind of slow.
It's a little
Yeah.
slow.
It looks slower. I don't think I'll like it.
yeah, where's the uncomfortable sex mini games?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
They need to
Yeah.
show that more. Who's this kid?
Yeah,
How are they gonna?
yeah. There's a kid in this.
How are they gonna
like,
make a
there
meaningful
can't
God
be
of
that
War
now.
game?
Come on.
Who's gonna care
Wake
about
up,
the
America.
kid in this game?
Who the
Like,
fuck?
it's gonna be weird.
Yeah. Probably some fucking plot device. Nintendo did shit too. I think they're gonna. It seems like they're gonna set up that
Did
console.
they?
Did they? Did they announce that
Yeah,
console?
there's
Something?
they're gonna have
Did
a
they?
new Zelda coming for
What?
next gen system. That's probably gonna be in a million years.
Totally
Yeah.
won't be
Oh,
delayed
yeah.
12 times.
Yeah, for sure.
No, it wasn't.
Did you see?
delayed.
Did you see the field with laser
They
and
said
shit
it's
though?
coming out
That was pretty
next
cool.
year.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That's pretty dope.
It was good having Reggie in the videos. He's always
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna be with the company for a long time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Probably till its end, which is going to be in 2020, because they're dead. I mean, the Wii is
dead in
dead.
the
The Wii
water.
U is dead. No one plays the Wii U.
Wii U is shit. Nobody cares.
No new Smash characters
I
or
like the Wii U
nothing.
guys.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get Goku and Smash again.
And
Again,
announce a new Animal Crossing.
Come on.
people don't understand. Like Goku has been
Akira
more.
Toriyama is never gonna show up.
He's
on
Goku.
Smash
Goku's
Brothers
been
in
more
any
video games
sort
than
of-
fucking Captain America, whatever
Yeah,
Falcon.
Right?
What the fuck? How long is this bit gonna go? I got time to go.
Yeah.
Guys, let's fast forward. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in 2019. We look exactly
Oh,
the
thank
same.
God I'm back in a universe where Greatest Showman exists.
Oh fucking god! Did that not come out yet?
here
I-
it
I-
goes.
Let's go. We're going back. Okay, so hey everybody, welcome to the real Banter Buddies, which looks exactly like the old Banter Buddies. We just had a set design, but this is an unreleased part of the new fucking 2016. Unreleased. But no, seriously, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. This is a real Banter Buddies, and we're gonna go through. We're gonna touch every little bit of the E3 2019 thing. So you can see a little timeline. I can't get my hand in front of Twitch as I show you, but there's a little timeline. Yeah. There's a little
Raise your arm
Look
over
at
here.
that.
We'll
Here,
reach it.
I can't.
I'm holding this mic. Oh God.
If only you could put the mic down. I have a pointing midnight. I should work that in somehow. I have one that's like I have different midnights. It's funny. So we're gonna just go through everything that really happened. I just kind of like got hot notes of like all the little things. It's interesting that we like all had like different things going on during E3, and like different content creators were doing like different things. Like Midnight did a little thing for the Nintendo thing. like announcing the Smash characters. Hunter and I did like the weird Bethesda thing, and then I watched Fraser for like everything else. So it's like it's been a real and me and Twitches were recording during the Ubisoft one. We were recording something completely different.
Oh man!
So we were so scattered.
I'm actually kind of excited to get to that because
yeah.
I'll wait.
Okay.
All right. So first topic is Death Stranding. A lot of death. There's a lot of death this year. This is the year of death.
A lot of death.
Every game has death in it.
This year gonna be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched about 40 seconds of the new trailer,
and I'm
a little behind.
in. And I gotta say,
I saw Mads baby talking and then a baby voring. And that's the extent of what I've seen so far.
It's weird that we know the baby's name now.
Wait,
where the baby is called the BB.
BB-8.
Hello, BB.
Hello,
Hello, the boundary
BB.
baby.
Oh. Well, there's so many like non sequitur comments in that to just kind of give you context that doesn't help you because you don't know the pretext to the context. So it's like, who are these guys again? Ah, the Homo Demons. And it's like, what? Doesn't tell me anything. Of course, duh. Oh man, I always feel bad. Why? We gotta use babies. It's like, okay, to do what?
Of course.
Why do you have babies?
I always feel sick whenever I use this baby.
They are from the.
What does that mean?
They are from the other side, after all. But yeah, this was all before E3 because Sony sucks and they didn't do a show.
They were just like, fuck E3.
At least Nintendo showed up. Like they did a thing. You know?
Yeah. So even the year that Nintendo didn't show to E3, they still had the Direct. So it was just kind of like, okay, it's the same.
They're just not home.
They're really pulling back and just kind of like, which I found pretty interesting. So
to be,
I guess they're
they
kind
just
of
don't care about
next year.
Yeah.
They don't care about conferences anymore. They mostly they want to be on the show floor. They do want to show industry insiders and stuff, but they don't care about the flash because they're just like, we'll just throw up a video.
They kind of went like full circle last time, where it was just like way too just kind of like it was to the point where they're just kind of up their asses. Where it was just kind of like, all right, now switch venues. Everyone at home, let's
come on, everybody, let's go.
For like a
let's move on out
presentation, and we're moving venues again. It was just like,
Sony,
what are they doing? Like, there's some cool stuff, but like the pacing was awful last year.
Yeah,
horrible.
I think they've recognized that. Not to mention like the pairing with PS5 on the horizon, so they're just kind of like, let's just not do anything because it's like we got Death Stranding, and we'll just do a really long, 48-hour introduction trailer until we get 100,000 viewers, and then we'll show you the trailer.
Yeah.
So that's what they did this year. They just completely backed out. They're like,
I mean, that's probably what it is, where they don't have that much to show, and they're like, we're not really making any PS4 games because we're launching the PS5 next year.
Yeah.
And then, like, when we get to it, we'll talk about Microsoft and...
I just hope they come back next year.
They
like, I'm mad at them, but, like, just come back, you know? That would be the only answer to bring that back.
I mean, it's a bad look for the next generation, though.
I usually watch the Xbox conferences, like, thinking of it as a PlayStation conference, because, like...
Yeah, it's usually a lot of same games, Like, like you were saying that, like, Sony was, like, just all about Cyberpunk 2077 or whatever. So it's like...
Yeah, on their Twitter, that's all that they were talking about. Like, every third post is just like, hey, Cyberpunk, we're at the booth. You want to see the man? The boys on here.
We're skipping ahead a little bit, but, like, I think a lot of people are hoping that Cyberpunk does really well. Like, like they really are betting on it. They're betting on it. And I don't think it will.
It probably is.
Yeah.
I think it's going to do okay. It's going to do no worse than The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Which is really weird to me, because it's like, it's very popular in a lot of, like, positive reviews, but it has never made me want to play the game. Like, I've nothing as, like, other people being like, oh, this is the greatest game ever. Has never made me go, okay, well, I'll stop what I'm doing and play that.
I'm just so done with, like, fantasy settings. That's why I never really played it. Because I'm just like, I want to be in the future. I want a robot. And it's just, it's always been fantasy for any RPG. We really haven't had a sci-fi RPG in years.
Ages.
Yeah.
Last one we had was probably just Mass Effect, and Andromeda sucked.
Yeah, it really did, didn't it? And that was like
Maybe
that's
Shadowrun 2, maybe, because that's kind of had a bit of a resurgence, but like even
Yeah,
but
then,
in
that's
where
like
you're
mostly
involved
remakes,
in a
and
shooter
it's-
and you're
yeah.
you're there, that sort of thing. I get it.
Yeah, a lot of them have been isometric RPGs for any
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
cyberpunk thing.
It's-
It's like
or
I gotta
time.
be in the mood for those.
Yeah.
Like they're great, but I want a first person just because I want to be that character. For a little bit.
Yeah. Definitely. Did EA even have a panel? I didn't even take the time to look.
They showed
Sort
stuff,
of.
Like
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
they
It
showed
was called
gameplay or
Gameplay.
something for stuff. From what I understood, I didn't
Yeah.
end up watching.
I
it,
almost
'cause
felt like
did.
let's
It's called-
given up on them, which is sad because I
Yeah,
made a point
EA
to try to watch everything.
I almost wanted to
EA's
skip
thing
it.
was EA Play, where they only showed off 6 games for the conference. So they showed off Star Wars, they showed off something else. They talked about Apex and they talked about Sims. And I'm
Apex,
just like,
we're still doing it.
okay. I don't care about any of this except for Star Wars because it looks like Star Wars.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and the Star Wars game is like, ooh, God of War did really well. Like, that's what it looks like. They're like, that did well, so
Yeah.
let's do that. But like,
Yeah.
plaster Jedi
Star
on top
Wars.
of it. Put that
I
on
mean,
top.
you can say that, but it still looks like it's
Yeah.
really stupid Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Like Brian Gilbert did a good video for it where he's like, is it a Star Wars game? Does it have stupid flaws in logic like this spinny thing that you got to walk across?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be
I-
a Star War, and I'm probably gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll admit, like from the gameplay that I saw at the Microsoft conference, actually, because I didn't watch any of the E3 stuff,
Mhm.
the gameplay looked a lot better than I was expecting it to.
Yeah.
Because like I wasn't sold at all by the initial cinematic trailer. It was just kind of, it was just kind of like it's trying a little. Seems like it's going to go grimdark, but it didn't go as grimdark as I thought. So that's.
I mean, it goes as grim as the recent Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even like visually, I expected it to look very dark and lots of rain at night and artificial lighting, that sort of thing. But no, it looks decent, which is good. And I mean, it looks like it controls well enough. I'm probably just not gonna.
I just hope they give us a lot of
Okay.
terrains to play around in. Like, I hope it's not just like all just like kind of dead planets where you're sneaking around
Yeah.
and you kill a
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Like, take me to fucking Coruscant, dude. Like, let me fucking roam the streets of Coruscant for a minute.
Croissant.
Yeah, the Coruscant.
Well,
yeah.
you can't.
Oh, because it blew up. It did. Whoops.
Oh wait, no.
Not
It's
yet.
before the-
Not yet. It hasn't blown up yet.
Yeah, it's before the recent movies. Never mind.
Yeah, it's
Bloody.
they're so afraid to kind of like make games with like the new trilogy. Have you noticed that? Like the most that we've had is like Lego Star Wars and maps for Battlefront 2.
It
I
hasn't.
think that's
It's all because of the crybabies. They're all
Yeah.
just like, I hate their new. It's not Star Wars. It's got a girl, and I'm just like, I don't care.
It's not.
so.
Yeah, it's not beloved at all.
And
yet.
ironically enough, there's more in the settings of like the not the original trilogy, but the prequel trilogy,
Yeah.
which people just fucking hated. Like, have you
Yeah.
noticed that there've been more games for that?
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
just like wild to me.
Yeah.
But that's because that was a marketing
in
machine,
between
and that
goes at
was
Yeah.
that was 100% Lucas. Lucas loved
Yeah.
the prequels probably more than he did the original trilogy.
Honestly,
yeah.
yeah.
Because he had 100% control over the prequels, and I'm just like, I hate him.
Jar Jar, man, though.
Ugh.
Misa don't know. What?
God.
Misa never knew.
Jar Jar.
All right, before we take this into a Star Wars discussion,
He's a
this
senator,
this is
so he's-
about
Anyway,
E3A. Alright.
EA Sports.
We're moving on to Xbox.
EA3.
Boys, if you click it, you actually get a whole list about what Xbox has got going on. There's a whole thing in there. Click it. Xbox, power to the players.
Gotta get big.
I got bullet points for you kids. All right, so I want to make
This over here.
to fast forward all the way to the last little thing that we're going to talk about, which I don't want to get into because I'm going to scream if I get too much into it. Why? Like, no, Xbox should have been the ones to talk about Banjo, but I can understand why they didn't because it was a good finish. But how cool would it have been to be on the Xbox stage and be like, we did it. We did it.
Well, Nintendo wouldn't have let them.
Yeah.
It was probably part of where it's like we get to announce the character.
Yeah. But
Also,
still.
the thing is, like, does Microsoft benefit from their character appearing in?
They will. There's gonna be like I have a whole like
it's not...
discussion based off of that, which I'll probably just get into right now. All right, so look, there has been a partnership between Nintendo and Xbox that started last year. Xbox just announced Xbox Game Pass from the last couple of years that kind of like started shifting the idea. Xbox has no mobile platform. The Microsoft phone is dead. Who is there that is a nice friend who has a portable console and isn't a competitor? Hello, Nintendo. How are you doing? How are you doing?
Hello.
Hey.
They are not competitors whatsoever. Most people have
no.
If they have kids.
Yeah, they're friends, and they're like, okay, cool.
They're
all right,
adjacent.
so we'll give you Banjo, and you'll do the announcement, and then when Banjo starts to show up in this fall, that's where we'll hit them hard. We're going to announce that Rare Replay is coming to the Switch. Your Xbox Game Pass will stream. Your Xbox Game Pass will be able to stream over to your Nintendo Switch, so you can play any Xbox games, including Halo Infinite, because you're streaming from their cloud server. Surprise! That's the future, just like Google, but better, because it's on your Nintendo Switch. Right? Also, there'll be a collaborative deal that if you get Xbox Game Pass, it includes Nintendo Online. What? Cool. Epic. Moving on. Check it out. We're still gonna do one more thing. This is the one more thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we brought the team from Ukulele who had to do a smaller ukulele game to hold them over until they could fully announce that they've been partnered with Rare, Nintendo, and Microsoft to bring us Banjo 3. Ha! Ha! Ha!
That'd be
a four-way partnership, ladies and gentlemen.
That'd be something.
Four-way partnership. Put your money on it right now. Put it in your piggy bank. Break it open when Miyamoto comes out and says, we did it. And you'll be ready.
Like, imagine if they added the Donkey Kong Country trilogy to Rare Replay on Switch or something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Dude,
that'd be real nice.
It's a beautiful partnership. I think it'll happen. I think this was just the kind of like the seed to kind of give everybody the idea of like, huh? What?
Yeah.
And then it's gonna go crazy.
All that said,
yeah.
I'm not for any of the streaming stuff.
I'm never gonna
like
take advantage of that stuff.
Option,
yeah.
But if it's the only way, I'm just like.
I think this.
Yeah.
So like they announced that new Nintendo Switches were coming, but they didn't talk about that at all.
Yeah. I was.
Wait, did they say that?
Yeah, there was like a quarterly. They talked about it in a quarterly.
Yeah.
There's gonna be 2 new Switches. There's gonna be a little baby one for babies. Probably
where the Joy-Cons do not attach.
Probably do not attach. And then there'll be a big one, this is my dream. There's no confirming this, but this is my dream. So let me have my dream here for a moment. I want cellular capability all the way up to 5G, right? I want it to have a terabyte SSD in it, and I want it to be 10.5, right? And I want the Joy-Cons to have an attachable feature that allows it to have extra grip so it fits onto the 10.5. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. I want a Nintendo Switch Pro. Bring it to me.
I can already say no to the cellular.
That's a hard no.
That is.
Bring
that
it.
Is a hard no.
Bring it.
That's no
bring it in.
With it being
that would be great.
Bigger.
It ain't gonna happen.
With it being bigger, I doubt that too because of the dock. Because they're gonna want them to be backwards compatible with the dock.
Yeah. Okay. So
it still fits.
I don't think it'll necessarily.
Let's talk about
bigger,
this
in
Nintendo.
Powerful. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. All right. Get there.
I love Nintendo. Anyways, Outer Worlds looked like Fallout New Vegas, but higher res.
I know, it still looked kind of old.
Everything. It looked like they just put better textures on Fallout New Vegas. It was really weird.
Yeah. The models are not great, and when that one character talks, I was just like,
oh, that classic vintage Bethesda feel with the facial animation.
It really did.
All Bethesda.
Oh, that's a fine 2008 Bethesda vintage wine right there.
Yeah, I wanna mention that
sip and spit, nice little.
A lot of games weren't about like the graphics. Like there was nobody that was like the graphics. Like
Yeah.
Everybody was like about, hey, check
we're
out
at the
gameplay.
end.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, like,
It's the end you never tout
graphics are
graphics. The next one is that's why Microsoft is like Project Scarlet's in 8K with ray tracing and it's gonna suck your dick.
Oh,
I'm like, okay.
I'll take 3.
At the same time.
Oh, the graphics.
They did talk about streaming a lot when they were talking about Project Scarlet, and I don't want it to be supplemental like they were planning with the Xbox One. I don't want to be required to have internet to play a lot of games.
Yeah, I get it. But I mean, the thing is for me is that every game that I'm playing, and this is my fault, was online anyways. I mean, like it's multiplayer, it's involved with doing something online. Like, it just... So I feel like, while there's going to be great single-player market, and I think that they should still let you play single-player games, they just need to allow that. I mean, that's all. It's just let you download the goddamn single-player game, goddammit. And that's it. But, I mean, like, there's going to be a future where, like, well, you can't afford a whole console, and this is a way to get anybody to be able to play a game. All you need is your TV and a controller. Like, it'll just...
Yeah.
Right?
Internet infrastructure is in a much better place from when they first tried to do
GameFly.
God, or
still,
not GameFly. It wasn't GameFly. What was it?
OnLive.
That's it. I think GameFly did try to do a streaming thing too, but that was later. Yeah. Oh my God, I remember OnLive. I could play Psychonauts and Jaws Unleashed.
Dude,
man. Oh, speaking of Jaws Unleashed, I can't remember who had that. There's
Devolver,
maybe the PC gaming one.
No, it was
There's
PC
like,
gaming.
Oh, yeah,
I kind of I straight up skip PC gaming on here, by the way. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like there's nothing I don't care.
There's a shark and it's like, oh, that looks cool, and then like in the back of my head, I'm like, that's Jaws Unleashed. This happens like over 10 years ago. Yeah. It was.
All right. Rapid fire here. Bleeding Edge. Don't even remember what that was. Ori in the Forest, which is Ori again, but he's taller. And he's cuter. Ori 2.
A little bored with them.
Yeah. Minecraft 2, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna do a Minecraft Let's Play.
2.
We're gonna do it. We're coming
3,
back.
Let's be honest.
Minecraft 7.
Minecraft story mode.
Minecraft 3.
Minecraft.
That's now streaming on Netflix.
I'll see you on Netflix, guys.
Oh yeah, it is on Netflix.
See you on Netflix, guys. That's our new gaming platform that we'll be covering is Netflix. First up, Bandersnatch, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
I just played that recently, and I was like, "There's no good ending." I got so mad.
There's a good ending.
Is there?
Like the good spoilers. Blah.
That's true.
Spoilers, guys. What the fuck, Jesus?
Well, Black Mirror, so those never good.
Blair Sandwich. That's what I wrote.
I'm cool with.
Yeah, it's Slender, but with Blair Witch. Let's do
better
Slender.
than any of the movies that have come out in recent years.
Yeah, it really did.
But yeah, it is just Outlast.
That's kind of a low bar.
Yeah,
to be honest.
It's Outlast, Slender, but we're gonna use a property that we have the rights to.
I was totally guessing that it was Outlast.
Yeah,
like a new
I thought it was gonna be
because they had
Outlast
the
3.
video camera thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't see Blair Witch, and it's being made by the Layers of Fear guy for the.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm like, it could be good.
Layers of Fear was a
Did
very
you know
good game.
there's a Layers of Fear 2 that came out like a week or two ago?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the list for Halloween. I have it on the list.
I didn't see anything about that until it was on the Steam front page, and I'm like, like,
who was that made by?
They didn't advertise it because they did talk about it for a little bit, but it was like last year when they first announced it, and then it just came out. I don't know who it's by. I mean, I'll Google that while you guys still talk.
Next up, Cyberpunk 2077. We already talked about it, ladies and gentlemen. Keanu Reeves, he's here. It's just twitches. It's just twitches.
Hold on, let me let my hair down.
Yeah.
Shave my face.
There he is.
No, he'll shave a little.
Clean shave.
Yeah.
It was cool to just see Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is just a wonderful man.
Yeah. It was great.
God, he was so excited. It was so cute.
The best part is it made nobody care about the game. Nobody cared.
But
nobody cared about that. Yeah.
But go ahead.
I have to say, the one but I feel like after that happened, it gave like everyone license in the other conferences to act like asshats and try to scream.
Yeah, what the fuck this year?
It was so fucking obnoxious.
This year was so bad for that.
That was the worst with that, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. But like every
conference,
someone's it's just like I guess that's what happens when you let the general public in. It's just like
Well,
oh my god.
General.
wasn't there like, we'll get to it, but wasn't there like rumor that it wasn't even like it was actual like developers for Bethesda? I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it wasn't just Bethesda though. It was like
Yeah, I mean every conference had
Ubisoft
nothing but
and-
people taunting.
Square, they got
Jesus.
people drunk, so that.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was apparently open bars at like all of them.
Hell yeah,
yeah,
dude.
that's not surprising.
Hell yeah, dude. So yeah, I just wrote Remember the Toads. I think that's Battletoads.
Yes.
Roll-
Oh yeah,
It looks like Battletoads.
It has speeder bikes.
It's Battletoads.
It's Battletoads.
It's Battletoads.
Rolling through.
It looks like it's good. I love the style for it.
Yeah,
So,
I like.
Finally caught
See when it
GameStop.
comes out.
Yeah. Hey, did you finally get it? Rolling on through. Flight Simulator. Oh,
Wait,
Jesus.
Oh yeah, I actually kind
for
of
the
like.
vine. I gotta do it for the vine.
He's got to do the fun. This is why he doesn't have a green screen.
No,
Add me on TikTok.
and Baba's on a boat right now.
Yeah.
Fishing.
So we're going to fill the dead air with nothing about Microsoft Flight Simulator, ladies and gentlemen. That was my childhood.
It,
Guys,
I was
I don't know what you're
surprised.
talking about. I got it right here.
What is
I
he
got it
talking?
right here.
He's got wireless headphones and everything. Jesus Christ.
Look at that.
Oh, he's got
Look at that,
Battletoads.
Yeah, see, I already got it.
Wow.
Game leaked.
Jesus,
Fuck you
man.
guys.
cared enough. I'd
Quick.
run downstairs and grab my copy.
I'll
On
grab-
Genesis,
I'll
which
grab-
I didn't know existed. For
I'll
a
grab
long time.
mine from emulator. All right.
Just hold up the
Oh.
back.
For you guys, some little games, a little game. It's small, it's little. Nobody really, I think, is really even gonna shout out about. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dying Light 2.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
that. No,
That's-
go back, go roll back. It's Psychonauts 2. Sorry,
Yes.
read it wrong. Read the wrong
Yeah.
prompt. Psychonauts 2 is
That-
coming for real this time, but with gameplay.
It's everyone is so mad that Microsoft bought.
I'm not.
Double Fine.
I think that's
I'm
fine.
not-
I'm okay with it because I've followed their development cycles on most of their games, and they're like,
Yeah.
near the end, we were almost bankrupt, and they just didn't pay
That
us.
happens every
And
time.
we just, yeah.
Hey, remember that time that everyone bitched when they did crowdfunding?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
What do you?
I feel
Okay,
as
so you don't
long
want
as
you don't want
Microsoft is
people to
good
pay us.
them-
You don't want to pay us. Who's gonna fucking pay us? Somebody has to pay.
No, like I'm
in the-
as long as they treat them well, I'm okay with it. Because like I
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
like Double Fine, but like money has always been an issue with them, and it's
Yeah.
sad. So
And that's
it's-
why in the announcement like video that he did with 2-player, he was just like, Microsoft said, "Hey, do you want to sell?" And I was like, "I'm not sure." And they're like, "Hey, do you want some money?"
Do you want
like-
do you want a lot of
You
money? I
want
was like,
for money? Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
Okay, like there's literally a video. It's just like it's him just like admitting to selling out. It was the funniest thing, and then
Yeah.
it had like a something with more details in it.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
it's fully
Because it
respectable.
pretty
Like,
much
it was
did boil
still-
down.
Yeah.
It boiled down to like I was saying, where like they've always had problems with money with every single game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where either the publisher doesn't pay them, or they go out of business sometimes, and they got to shop it back around, and like
Yeah.
it's just not been good. So now they're like, hey, here's a company that's potentially too big to fail right now. At
Yeah.
least if it would
And-
matter for us.
Yeah.
And
then-
really going back, they were the original publisher. Like they were the reason that
Yeah.
they're a thing because they
Yeah.
Xbox Psychonauts was originally on Xbox. It got to other consoles too.
It got to
Yeah.
PS2.
It got to
and everything,
PS2,
yeah.
but like they were the ones that really gave Double Fine their push initially, which
Interesting.
is great.
Yeah.
And they ended up having like trouble with them in like 360 era, but everyone did. Like,
Everyone
especially
did.
the
Yeah.
developers.
Banjo.
But like
Yeah.
they're
And I
they're coming
mean-
back around to being like actually supportive to their developers by the sounds of it. You
Yeah.
know,
I
we'll
mean-
see how things go over time, but you know,
It's 100% Phil Spencer, is what I'm gonna say. Like the person that was in
he's-
charge of the 360
Darn
area
it, Phil.
I like Phil.
area.
I like Phil.
is
Never-
not
not
as good
you.
as Phil Spencer.
yeah,
Phil
Phil
Spencer
Spencer's
is
been-
definitely a lot better
he's
And,
done
like-
so much damage
Mm.
control for the Xbox One.
for
Great.
the last 5 years since
Good
the
guy.
one came out. He's just like, we don't suck. How about we do this? How about this?
How about that?
You want some free stuff? Like,
Please, please buy our console.
but now it's like every publisher or every developer with Microsoft, they're gonna have a guaranteed PC port more often than not,
Yeah.
and they're gonna have a
Oh, it is an
good
Epic Games
Xbox launch.
exclusive.
No,
Oh,
and then
God.
they're And then like they'll still probably come out with this for the Switch half the time, because like you were saying, they have a really good relationship with Nintendo now.
Yeah,
because Switch is not their competitor.
Yeah, it's so interesting to me because like it's almost gone full circle because like Xbox was the bad guy for the longest time, and now like Sony's starting to kind of like they've just been so curmudgeonly and not wanting to work with others and not playing nice.
The tides are turning again, ladies and gentlemen. It's finally happening.
Sony
tides are turning.
It's everybody that's big is very bad at playing the game the next round. That's the only reason the PS4 took back off is because Microsoft got a big head. And the only reason 360 took off is because Sony got a big head. So that means next time on the PS6 it's gonna be better and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So,
and so on and so forth.
What happens.
And next up,
there is a console.
Hey, check us out. We've got Mario again, this time in HD4. Mario, ladies and gentlemen.
We're doing 4K. We're in 16K.
No, sorry, not 4K, 4 megapixels. Sorry, we're making him tiny. He's 1 pixel. Literally 1 pixel.
He's got a new hat.
But you can't play online with your friends. Sorry, just only random people, please. Only.
You mail the memory card to your friend.
Speaking of,
play your save.
No.
Hold
it. Nintendo, Nintendo's coming up. You gotta hold it for the Nintendo topic line. That's why I have you. You're literally 90% of Nintendo, so don't worry. You're here for Nintendo. Let's speed run through the rest of this.
12 seconds looked fucking great.
12 minutes. I put 12 seconds as a joke. It's called 12 minutes.
Is the game actually going to be 12 minutes long?
The entire game. The game is a 12-minute, like, what can you do in 12 minutes? And then you go back at the start of the loop, and it's like, what could you have done differently? And you'll learn things. Yeah. So if you go in, like one of the endings ends up like you kill your wife or something, that will give you information that you need in a different timeline. That's, like, clearly what the game is going to be about. So it's a big puzzle game based off of that, and I'm going to...
The Declaration of Independence is in your wife's throat. You have to rip it out.
You know, like maybe, or like she had a tattoo or something that shows a code or something like that, and you would have never seen that or something. You know, like there's gonna clearly be that kind of premise, but in one room. You know, that's super cool. I think that's great.
It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about this again during Ubisoft because they have their own.
Yeah, we'll give it its good 12 seconds of shine.
So.
Gear 5, once again trying to come out with a new game mode, which is escape mode, which was okay, cool. All this good talk about Xbox. It's just a game mode online, so it's you know it's like a horde mode, which they invented effectively, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not the same people,
That's why
but
it's called horde mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But escape mode will be this new idea. Which is, you know,
I've always liked the idea of you kind of like people building different layers and stuff, and kind of like sending out and other people trying it. Like it's weird because I don't know if it's like really effectively been done in a game. Like, because every time I see games like that, they never really last too long. So
yeah,
I don't necessarily have high hopes, but I love the concept, even though I've never I don't know.
Well, here's the thing: is all of Microsoft's like thing is basically made me say like, hey, I should pick up my Xbox again. You know, they did a good job this year, of just saying like making me go, huh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, there was a lot of.
No, they did really good this year. Like I think they've kind of made up for a lot of it.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to skip over the next one.
No.
The next one, so I can.
Yeah, we already talked about Dying Light as a joke, so done.
Okay,
Legos.
So, they threw me for such a loop.
Everybody
Holy
got
shit.
That's so good.
Like,
they're like, it's a car.
I've always been. Yeah, they did the car thing. It was backlit. And I'm like, okay, there it is. Okay,
cool.
Here we go. I can go to the bathroom. Car. I almost went to the bathroom, and then all of a sudden, Legos come in like, yo, Lego Racer 2, what up? And
idiots.
I know it's not actually, but
cool.
And then they showed like the car, and I'm like, oh my god.
It was a Lego car.
Bamboozled.
That was awesome. That was a good. Cool. That was a good bait. Great bait and switch.
I was in the kitchen.
I think that was probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was like my favorite moment from all of E3, just because of the. It was.
That was so cute. Like
that's what the hell?
That's so many layers of like self-awareness, you know, because it's like they're aware that like, okay, it's the car segment. This is where you go pee. What if we hit them with something?
What car are you gonna see this year?
You know, like what if we hit you with like a fucking like what the hell? Like what? Like what? And they did, and it was great. I thought it was probably the coolest thing they did.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still just a Lego racing game, which is cool. I think that's cool. I probably still won't play it. I won't play it, but it's still cool.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Borderlands 3, blah blah blah. Elden Ring is a Dark Souls, but with George R.R. Martin. He's
All right.
He's taking a break, guys. He's taking a break of Game of Thrones. He's gonna finish that last book. Don't you worry. You just gotta finish this game. I'll finish that book. Just finish these games. Just finish the game.
But then he's gotta work on those
Microsoft
2
told
spin-offs.
me,
Uncle
or
Phil
my
Spencer.
people at Bandai Namco told me that the last Game of Thrones book is going to be like Skyrim style Elder Scrolls lore books scattered throughout the world. So you have to play this game and put them all in order.
That would be really funny. He puts his book in the game and he's like, "You gotta go get it. Go get it."
No, I'm actually really interested. Like,
I need to see gameplay. I mean, it's gonna be. It's true to form Dark Souls lore, like gameplay, but with good lore, like that you care about. I mean, like,
okay, here's the thing though.
Is it gonna be Dark Souls?
I knew this was gonna happen. It's gonna be
probably,
something.
I would guess closer to Dark Souls, but I imagine it'll
I'm
be
hoping more
thing.
to Sekiro because I don't really like Dark Souls.
Yeah, I don't know. But like, I really love the storytelling of the Dark Souls games where it's kind of environmental storytelling, and just digging up and coming to your own conclusions, which I don't know how George R. R. Martin's writing is going to lend to that, so I feel like I'm going to miss that kind of storytelling.
I'd like to see more
like they might blend it together. It's just I don't know if it'll be I think it'll be good, but just not in the way that I'm used to and kind of hoping for. If that makes sense.
Yeah, a stronger hold on a companion might be the way that they do it. Like companions that you meet throughout. So like you're playing and they have like these really good AIs, and like that's the thing, is that these AIs are awesome. Like they're the same AIs that the enemies would be, but one of them's your friend, which will kind of help and be kind of interesting in a Dark Souls world of like having somebody by your side and like having to help them, and it's an AI, not just another player. Would be really, really like interesting for them to try. Because the last time, like, we haven't really had a good like, and you have your great AI friend, Jajaja, and it's like, oh, cool. They're great.
My favorite character.
They always get me my pills.
Favorite man.
They always get my pills or my gun whenever I need it. They're great. This guy, awesome. Love him. Like, I haven't seen a game like that in a few years now. That's just like, remember that cool AI guy that you got? I'd like to see someone do that, and that would be a good way to kind of like blend that. And then you talk with them. Like, you just say like you're traveling to the next fucking place, and you're like, my father was a murderer. And it's like, oh, what? What are you talking about?
Well,
like,
I mean, Dark Souls games, they're probably not going to talk that much.
Well,
but I think it's going to go its own direction, personally. But
it's going to blend and like make this middleman. But it's going to be more. It's definitely going to be more Western, like.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Halo. It's Halo, ladies and gentlemen. He's still there. Master Chief, he's back on the ring. But this time, we were able to render the whole thing at once, probably. That's what the bit is. You could just...
It's interesting that they technically showed a gameplay trailer before they showed, like, the cinematic trailer.
Did they show?
Did you notice that?
Did they?
I mean, it wasn't a strong gameplay trailer. It was just showing the engine for last E3, or I think it was last E3 they first showed Infinite, right?
Yeah, but that... No, they didn't. You're thinking about 2016 when they showed off the little sparkles of Halo 5.
No, because they had... It was like the... the Warthog or whatever.
Oh, yeah, like that. I guess that is...
Yeah.
Like they showed a field.
It's technically gameplay, like...
I mean,
air quotes around
we all knew it was like on. We all knew it was on the ring, and I think we all knew that it was like the whole ring, and that's the idea. People were more worried, like, is this a fucking Fortnite? Like, that's what people were worried about. Like, is this another fucking Fortnite? They took Halo and made a Fortnite, which they probably will still do. Just have a mode. Just have like a.
Yeah.
They'll probably
Wasn't
still
that
do it.
Big Battle though?
Yeah, I mean, like it fits the theme. I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But just having it as a game mode and not a main focus would be nice. Not to be like
hype for it though.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be cool. I'd love to jump into another.
Have crossplay between PC and Xbox.
They're gonna have a crossplay between Xbox and Nintendo Switch coming to you 2020. I'm telling you, dude. Listen, put your money down. Dab, Midnight. I need to see you dab.
Do you have a dabbing sprite for me?
No, I didn't work on that. The budget doesn't have that.
I'm surprised you don't.
The budget.
I'm really surprised.
The
That's
budget.
like genuine.
The budget's not in it. All right. So as we shift topics, chat, how you doing? Okay, I don't.
We gotta mention the best game of the Xbox conference.
What, Midnight?
Way to the Woods, the one with the deer.
Okay, next one.
Oh yeah,
that actually looked really cute. Then.
Oh, the cute goatees.
Made by a 16-year-old, apparently.
I've seen that.
What?
I've seen this game before.
From what I heard, I mean,
wasn't this at another E3
on that? But
like, didn't I see this before? I feel like I saw that game before though. Like, didn't they?
There's other deer games. There's
a deer genre.
Yeah.
Cabela is there.
That's the genre that.
The deer genre.
Game.
Oh no. I would even put the one with the fox or whatever. That's real sad with the first tree or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That's also a deer game. Tokyo Jungle. That's a deer game. They're all deer games.
Yeah, no, I was joking about that. I'm like, it's Tokyo Jungle 2. I said that at least like 3 times watching E3 this year.
I'd like to see that.
Tokyo Jungle 2.
That's okay. I said like, oh, this is where they're gonna show Banjo like 101 times, and then they did finally at the last thing.
Yeah.
They're gonna show Banjo. I'm telling you, this is the one where they show Banjo. We're like watching the Square Enix fucking conference. It's like, this is the one. No one's gonna see it coming. No one's gonna see it coming. Banjo's gonna show up, dude. This is the one.
Don't disappoint me.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh, wait.
Just like a football game, and then Banjo comes up on field.
Banjo's showing up. He's the new hero.
You remind me because I had to hold my breath every time Minecraft appeared on any conference because I was like, please don't be Smash, please don't be Smash.
No. You were like the opposite,
I know.
Please.
I know.
Stop.
I hope Steve ends up
he's gonna be he's gonna be a trophy, and he's gonna have a stage. Ladies and gentlemen, it's coming out. It's gonna be part of a new stage builder update where you're going to be able to add textures, and one of them is gonna be a square texture that's just like Minecraft. Put it in there. Put your money on it. Crack it open when I'm right.
It'll be back to the brawl style of the stage.
Don't drink your pennies.
There you go.
I'll send you a pizza, Chris, if that ends up being true.
What?
Okay, here we go.
If that's true.
You heard it here first, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's a promise?
That's a midnight promise.
All right.
Christmas promise.
That's a Christmas midnight
Moving
promise.
on to Ubisoft. This is
moving on to
I didn't have a lot for this one.
Oh my god.
So
we
one
were
thing to talk about in this one.
90% was Watch Dogs, and then
I somehow missed all of Watch Dogs. I still have not seen it.
You saw
okay,
you
so
saw so little of.
Yeah, let me. So what Watch Dogs this new one is like you can play any NPC. That's the game. Like any NPC can be you. You are recruiting and you're doing anything. There's like this overarching story loosely tied around with an AI. And they're going to try to figure out how to put that all together with these random characters that you're just going to get.
To make it a watchdog?
Yeah.
So it's procedurally generated characters that are going to be in it. So I like the idea.
Cool idea.
I do not think that it's going to...
It's not going to be fun.
No. It's
I hate permadeath. Dude,
really clunky.
I can barely like the first Pikmin game because it's technically permadeath. You know, like you could fuck up and you could just not get off the planet. So like this idea of this game where it's like, yeah, you could just lose all your characters. And the way that they demonstrated it is like, dude, we tried so fucking hard to get you. You're worth it, dude. And you know the game isn't going to be like that it's not going to procedurally talk about Jerry over there that saved your fucking life. No, they're not going to talk about that.
You know what would really kick the piss out of that game is if you go through all this like recruitment stuff, you have several people die, and the person is like, nah, I'm not joining. It's just like, what the fuck?
What the fuck, dude?
that would be so awful. I don't think it's going to go that far, but like, oh man.
Yeah.
Could you imagine though?
Yeah, they just say no.
I feel like the dialogue is going to be clunky and awkward. Like, I kind of like the idea of being able to recruit Granny. That was cute. That was fun.
And we know,
like, it's just...
They can only have, like, 40 presets, right? I mean, maybe 100 at, like, the best. And then, like, then it just repeats.
That's, like, really generous, I think. I wouldn't think any more than, like, between
You know, like an entire 20.
Like,
There'll be 20 grandmas. You know, like the grandma class.
They could do a bit more. I mean, they could
like,
make
could
it
you
into
imagine
about 1,000
how
people,
big the
but
files
it's like
would be for?
I think I read somewhere.
No, it's each individual thing, and they can probably use like a character creator type thing. So then it
it's not the character models; it's more of like the voiceover.
Well, that's what I
like. Think of it that way.
Oh, the voices
something.
It's
so I read something about literally that where like, they got basically like a modulator. And like it's a procedural modulator. That's what they did. Is like there's different. It's the same lines, but there's different voices. And they just I think
the
they're gonna
delivery will still be the same though. That's the
thing. And they gotta shy away from like names, you know. So like Betty or Jack, you know, guy.
You.
Well, like you know the guy's like at the end of the trailer he's like, hey, what happened to that guy that helped me back then? You didn't make it, and it's like, oh okay. Like, and you know that's basically probably like the opening of the game, basically, and that's scripted. Like, there's like even if you beat that area, he probably gets shot and teaches you, hey, you die.
All right.
You know.
People die.
Okay, and do you want a Twitch's Hail Mary prediction for this game?
Here we go. Banjo's in it.
Here we go.
No dogs.
Here we go. Banjo's in it. But for Nintendo Switch,
rabbits are in it.
You know who's going to be it? There's going to be Fire Emblem DLC because both have permadeath, and it totally makes sense. And that would actually be hysterical if I somehow got that, but it would make no sense. But it would be
if it was an Ubisoft property, I would say yes to. But I think like it'd be more likely to have rabbits in it. You know, like the little spider robots are replaced with rabbits.
No, no. I will tell you. There will probably be a rabbit helmet sort of thing, because they all have masks and stuff. I bet you anything.
Yeah. Coming soon.
You can get it from the Ubisoft store for Ubi points.
30 Ubi points. Just play one round of what?
Well, they don't do Ubi points anymore.
They do, but they spend differently. They just changed the system, but they still exist.
Yeah, but they killed off the gold. They're just like, you need to spend this or else it's gonna die. And I didn't know.
Well, you can still get it, but it just expires, so you can't just hoard it. So,
does anyone have another bit to say about Watch Dogs Legion?
That's dead.
Moving on. All right.
Yeah. Moving on.
So I only put Ghost Recon Dogs because of the dog. Everyone shout out to the dog. Yeah. The dog
Bam
was
Bam.
there.
Shout out to Bam Bam.
Bam Bam the dog. That was cool.
I worked with I portrayed a lot of badass motherfuckers.
But I have a dog.
This is the biggest one. John Berthold.
He sounds cool, but
he was there.
Whatever. Okay.
Sounds cool.
All right, moving on. Just Dance. Also, just moving on.
Okay. Can I
roll back
with this one.
Okay, yeah. You can
go. Because we have a story, because me and Chris were recording for this.
Oh yeah, we were.
During this.
We were.
And then
with like our own thing.
Yeah, and Ash was kind of like watching, and was like, "Is there anything that's going on?" And Ash is kind of trying, and is like, "Just Dance for me." And I totally thought she was just like being an asshole, because it's like something Chris would say. Like it was funny. And then I watched the conference,
and it was Just Dance for Wii.
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen,
that wasn't a joke. That was serious.
Yeah,
and it's wild because that probably means that the Wii's going to outlive the Wii U, which is fucking mind-blowing.
It did.
It already did.
They made Just Dance 2019.
Is that
there's still a few more games that are being developed.
Is that a world first?
I did find out why it's coming out for the Wii though. And
it makes sense because hospitals are in like lower income household. Like that.
Well, it's
totally
not even
makes
for
sense.
the lower
It's
income,
smart
because for lower income, you can make the argument that it's for smartphones now, which is weird. But the Wii specifically is because of hospitals for rehabilitation. And
that's
like
interesting
because it's really hard to get a Wii now. So lower income doesn't really count anymore.
In kind of like other countries and stuff, it's a different story compared to here.
I mean, the Wii's been dead for like 3 years. They haven't manufactured
apparently
it in a long
not.
Time.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's coming back. The Wii HD.
Them,
it's going to be great.
That are like being used that you can buy used, right?
So, I mean, that's true.
It's
mini.
There you go. There you go.
All right, that wasn't supposed to be on such a good topic,
was,
but yeah, that was a good topic. Just Dance, dude.
That was probably the most interesting thing to me this entire conference. I'm going to be honest.
Was Just Dance on the Wii?
Yeah.
Good.
And I guess the other interesting thing, which segue, Gods and Monsters looks really pretty.
That's what the note. I have notes, and that's all it says. It says pretty game, Gods and Monsters.
I mean, that's all we can really say about it at this point. Greek mythology, cool.
It doesn't.
I dig that, but like the engine looks really nice, but we have no idea what the gameplay is.
I don't know how big it'll be, unless it's Breath of the Wild sized. There's nothing that's really like, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
it's a promising start, but that's all I can really say.
I'm starting
to go on.
I want more games like that have that like fresh style though. I appreciate that.
Yeah. For a while, I thought it was kind of like them bringing back the UbiArt engine, which I love those games, and I hate that it got killed off so quickly because those were some like gorgeous games, and like they felt really different. It was just kind of when Ubisoft
probably not killed off. They probably just didn't do anything.
Yeah,
they haven't done anything since Rayman Legends with it.
Yeah.
So
they
like
gave it to more
they haven't.
movies.
Yeah,
so
it's.
I just want to put it out.
The thing is, that was like Wii U launch pretty much since they developed with it. They ported it, but that's a little different. You know what I mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a 1-hour podcast, and we are 1/3 of the way through. We're going to obliterate these next couple ones.
Oh my god!
All right, because we
we
just love Halo so much.
We could talk about the limited run games conference.
Shut up. We're deleting that. All right.
Night in the Woods.
So we're gonna blaze through Bethesda because we streamed it. Check it out on channel 1990X. Check it out. But Deathloop is a 2-player, probably. Looks cool. Also Death.
Looks cool.
Moving on. Doom Eternal. Also
Eternal.
That looks good.
Doom Epidural. Good. Moving on. Fallout 76 2.0 looking better. Should have been there already. Moving on.
Fortnite in it.
Todd is sorry, so he says.
He says.
But we all knew it was going to be bad.
Well,
yeah, it's kind of what we
like me and Hunter actually went back and played like a little bit after that anyways, and it still got microtransactions and everything else still bad with it. So it's not like we fixed everything, everybody. Everything is fine. We completely understood. We're still going to take your money for a red backpack. Do you want a red backpack? The only way is to pay me. That's the only way.
Do you want it not to be dirty? Give me $10.
Commander Keen completely killed.
I'm surprised they brought that back.
Who the fruit's Commander Keen?
It's just a kid's thing.
See, that's the thing.
You're young. You'll never understand.
Don't know. So
yeah, it's. I think the rebranding was really good. The game looks like shit. It's just,
the game is.
It's totally just. Oh, it's a shame because like people like.
I don't even want to give it airtime. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was like way too long already. Like more than 3 seconds was too long for that.
Yeah.
We completely skipped Epidural. So this is the whole point of this entire segment was Ghostwire, dude. It's spooky.
Yeah.
She was so cute.
It's spooky.
Oh my god.
That's all that it was.
I love her so much. I'm buying that game just because she told me to.
Spooky. Well, like I started following her Twitter. She's awesome. Like she's like one of the greatest people ever. So I will buy that. Yeah. And Okami backgrounds.
Yeah.
Like she's like, where have you been? Like, who are it? Like, make games I'll buy any game you make. I'm in.
Yeah.
But you know, like Todd was like on the phone, like, bring in the cute Asian lady. No. It's like, yes.
They're watching kind of like the charts and graphics on the stream of just everything just like shoots up, and he's like, yes.
Good.
Yes.
Our stocks, sir, our stocks are going up. Amazing.
Good.
Oh my god.
Keep it that way.
Make a DLC for Fallout 76 that's paid. Now. Delay Elder Scrolls 6. Yes, sir.
She'd be the new Smash character.
Delay Starfield for another year.
Who's that? Sir, I don't even know what that is. All right, so
Starfield,
but
the new Starfield game.
the game looks spooky.
It does look spooky.
Yeah.
It looks spooky, and I like it. I like that. It's like enough
probably
spooky that it doesn't make me go ah. Like I think it's just enough.
It's probably
like,
gonna make us go ah.
Yeah,
But-
probably will.
But I want like I trust her so much. She wouldn't scare me that much.
I trust her with my
She
life.
wouldn't make me go.
Yeah, it was, but like, it's been a while since I've been excited just based off of a cinematic trailer.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, it's just like, okay, this has potential. I like the direction, and Evil Within was a lot of fun to play.
She single-handedly proved why E3 still matters. Like, had you just seen that trailer, truly, like, had you seen just that trailer, it would have been like, oh, cool. But the fact that she introduced it, I'm this person making this game, it's all from me and my team, check it out. Like, that was like, I'll buy 3, I'll do it, like, you're great. Like, that's why E3 has to keep existing, because of exactly developers like that. So that was awesome. Shout out to that. And that's all I want to talk about Ubisoft. Throw it out. That's done.
Bethesda.
Sure.
Oh yeah, there's a really drunk guy there. Okay, we're done.
Yeah, there was drunk guys. We just have like a drunk compilation. I'm sure someone has. Check out that drunk compilation by Todd4435.
It's one person who was screaming the whole time, and you can tell.
Screaming
This is
through
like,
all of the conferences. All right, here I go.
Yeah!
Woo!
I'm pretty sure they showed him on camera once too, and I think he had like a Fallout 76
Yeah.
shirt or something, if I remember right. But anyway,
Whatever.
moving on.
Anyway.
Moving on.
All right.
Squeenix.
Square
Final
Enix
Fantasy VII's a thing.
is still happening, ladies and gentlemen.
It
It's
looks
still
good.
happening.
It looks
Well,
it's
they've
still
been
episodic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that. A lot of people are upset with that, but of course, I don't have nostalgia on that. Like,
I've never played it, so I have no idea.
yeah, so it's like, I'm really happy that people are getting this remake, and that's great. But it's like, that's fine that it's episodic to me. It makes sense because they're just trying to, like, they're not milking the cow too much. They're really just trying to be like, we're making this remake what we want to make it. And it's going to be like, it's Tetsuo Nomura and all the other guys just being like, what if we just fleshed it as much out as we wanted to? Because at that time, that Final Fantasy VII came out, and it was a revolutionary story. It was very different. But it was at a time... It was at a time when this was Final Fantasy VII, and then up next is Final Fantasy VIII. So we're not going to really explore this world too much. We're just going to see this, and then that's it. Like, we're not going to talk about this world again. We're not going to do anything with it. And that was like the trend for Final Fantasy. Yeah, and like it's like, what if we now flesh that out? And that's cool.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I mean, they did that with 7.
Yeah.
They made a couple 7 things.
Yeah.
But now apparently there's going to be DLC in Final Fantasy VII that shows you the daily life of Midgar people.
Hell yeah.
Which is weird.
I'm in.
So
Some people will be into that, but
you can play as a grandma. Get ready.
yeah.
everybody
Yeah,
has good
for the
Yeah.
episodic thing, it was
Yeah.
kind of pointed out to me that apparently they're going to be doing it by disc, basically, or that's kind of the direction they're
So
going
it's
with
gonna
it.
be
Yeah,
three.
there's gonna be 3
Yeah,
games.
so that'll
It'll probably be
and
like
it
have
works
sub
if
names.
you think about it like that. I was kind of worried before, but
It'll be like Final Fantasy VII Midgar, Final Fantasy VII Revelations, blah blah blah,
Disc
or blah
1.
blah blah, or just disc 1.
yeah, just disc.
And dude, what if you beat the game? You beat the game and it says insert disc 2 and it's not out yet.
Yeah.
Insert disc
Or
2.
even better, the like disc 2 and disc 3 are download only.
Yeah, but it'd be so
That
funny.
would be
They're
like
like,
a weird
insert
level of
disc
meta.
2.
Game.com.
Yeah. Oh my god. But
Turn
yeah.
on your Nintendo Switch to find the true ending.
Square Enix had nothing to fucking show. It was nothing but remasters, it felt like, after that. It was just like, it was remasters. Like, I mean, Final Fantasy VIII, Secret of Mana coming back out, Trials of Mana coming back. But that's not something to show, I'm saying. Like, that's just like, okay, cool. Like, that's not like, here's a new thing. And that's what we're kind of like focused on, is like, here's this new thing. I'm happy to hear all those things are coming to Switch. Like, they like snuck out Secret of Mana in there with that package, and that's where I learned that Final Fantasy Adventure was a Secret of Mana game. Their explanation of things. I didn't know that until
because they rebranded it over here. Because people.
That's not Final Fantasy.
Secret of Mana.
Yeah. So
I hate Final Fantasy.
yeah. So that was cool.
It basically is.
Yeah. Also, sorry, while we're still on
You're good.
remaster stuff. Okay, what the hell's taken so long for my Crystal Chronicles remaster?
Didn't they show that?
That's
Didn't-
out. They
They showed it, but they announced it like over a year ago, and it's like they still don't have a solid date. It's sometime this winter, maybe.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
Although I will say it
Coming
totally
soon.
makes sense for that game to be on mobile, that's cool. But
Yeah.
Well, it's
what's taking them so long?
Yeah.
It is coming.
Come on, guys.
The Switch
Yeah.
LTE 5G. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen.
No, we'll talk about that during Nintendo.
Oh, sorry. Outriders. I've just put a. Oh yeah, it was a game. That was a game where it was like, this lady's serious and she's got serious eyes
Oh
and
my
a
God,
gun
yeah. That was
and a gun. And check it out. It's by Square Enix.
Oh yeah.
Remember Hitman and Tomb Raider licenses? What are those? We've got Outriders.
We lost those.
We have Outriders, and this one's gonna be cool. It looks also.
cool.
It also looked permadeppy. Permadeppy.
Pointy.
It looked permadeppy. Did he? I can't even say it. Permadeppy. It looks okay. Whatever. There was just a trailer, so it was like whatever.
Too dark in here.
It's getting darker by the moment. There's ghosts coming.
spooky.
It's spooky. So the Avengers video game, ladies and gentlemen, it's what everybody has wanted. Everybody's been asking for it. Everybody's been begging for it. Ladies and gentlemen,
The fucking monkey's paw.
it's a monkey's paw. I don't know what that means.
look so shitty.
Well, it's like if
Their
they
heads look so
Okay.
small.
if they were
All
going
right, listen.
if they were going to bring them, like, make a game about those specific Avengers, but they weren't going to use the likenesses from the movies one-to-one, just completely redesign them. That's fine. That's fine. They've done... There's a... Well, no, there's like... But, I mean, there's like 100 iterations of Captain... I mean, not like 100%. Just make them. Like, don't try to be like, these guys kind of look like the guys. You kind of get invoked
I
into
think
things.
that people are blowing that whole thing out of proportion because, I mean, the thing is, I don't know.
It's just that
They
shot
look
of Captain...
They look like their own thing,
Yeah.
but like the actors are picked because they look like the comic characters in the first place. And do you have any idea how much money they would have to fucking pay if they were going to use their likenesses?
But
No, that's not what I'm asking for. I don't want that. I don't want
those
that.
models just look like ass.
Yeah.
Because like Chris is saying,
They're
they
okay.
they
I don't
tried
ask
to make
them.
them look like knockoff versions of the actors instead of just making
They did.
them.
They did the 10%
Any
difference
iteration of
instead of like just like tough them up, make them look a little bit younger, and that's fine. Or like a different kind of Captain America, like it's the same Captain America, white, blonde hair and everything, but make them look like
blonde hair
somebody.
bulk.
But it's not like
But
they
he just
model.
looked like ass.
Like they could even like gone as far as like, hey, it's Nolan North and Troy Baker. Make it fucking Troy Baker. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Like, just make it Troy Baker. Just do it. You're telling me they got millions of budget. It's the fucking Marvel's license.
Millions of
They're gonna put all the money on that. They're like, yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's just
Yeah,
make
I
these
don't
characters.
know.
But they,
I-
like,
Disney could afford. They could afford Troy Baker.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's
Anybody
the
can
thing.
afford Troy Baker.
It's true.
Troy Baker,
They
come
can
here.
afford Troy Baker. They can't afford everyone in the Marvel movies because they made like $2 million each minimum
No one's
for
seen the
in-game
gameplay.
and stuff.
Yeah.
But the models
The
look.
thing is, like,
It's gonna be
I
fun,
think the game
probably.
actually looks a lot more fun than I thought it was going to, because I'm like, okay, Avengers game, sure, whatever. But like 7-player co-op stuff, and they all have like very unique like playstyles,
Yeah.
and
Well,
that kind of caught my attention. I'll be honest.
yeah,
Like,
it's funny because I watched
I'm-
a not a region locked. What's that other show they do that's from the Did You Know Gaming, like Interspace, like they like
Oh.
canceled games. It's like
yeah.
because they showed one that was like a Left 4 Dead Avengers game that never happened. This looks like the like
That's
I know
true.
what you're talking about, the first person one.
yeah, this looks like what they eventually achieved effectively.
Yeah.
And I like that. And they clearly said there's going to be more characters coming. More characters are coming, and it's going to be episodic like that. And also,
Exciting.
PlayStation
Beta
users
64. That's it.
PlayStation users will get exclusive content. And it's fucking Spider-Man. It's fucking Spider-Man. Like it's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Like that's the.
Yeah.
That's,
You're gonna get Spider-Man if you're on PlayStation. So it's like that's what they announced. So it's like that's cool.
It's nice that they're doing free updates.
Yes, I'm
That's nice.
I'm all for that.
So game design and the game itself, I can be mad about one part of the game and still happy about the game.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that's cool. Ash, I'll quote Ash on this. I am superheroed the fuck out. Like, you know, like I'm good. I don't need any more superheroes for like a good 5 years. Like I can take a breather. I'm good. I mean, I'll watch Spider-Man because I like Spider-Man, but yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like they need to take a breath from that, and same, you know, zombies needed a breath, and they got it, and now Days Gone has happened, and nobody
But the
played
zombies, they don't breathe.
I did make a joke going back though of it being Dead Island 2 when I was watching that trailer.
What, for Days Gone?
So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no,
guess I was right.
I made that exact same joke. Like, I don't think I even watched your thing, but
yeah.
yeah, that's
Pretty on point. All right, so that's Square Enix, I guess. You know, and I also felt like why didn't like that could have been the same thing. Square Enix could have dropped Eldritch, but once again, the same thing, the same point, but with Nintendo.
Why the fruit's his name's Stinking Hero? Okay.
We're almost there. We're
the
almost there.
hero.
We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Devolver, kill me. That's all it says. That's it.
God, it was some much needed levity.
Fantastic.
And-
oh my god, it was great.
So Devolver was an experience. Also check that out on channel 1990X, which 200 plus views, ladies and gentlemen, higher than any VisNomadic video in the last 10 years. Check it out, dude.
Check a look.
Yeah.
Check a
So,
look.
did you know that they're making a cinematic universe for Devolver, and there's like a soundtrack
Yes.
on Spotify for it?
That's
Oh
so
my
funny.
There's a
God.
soundtrack?
Yeah,
Oh no, the only reason
I just
know
saw that on
the
Twitter.
universe-
But
So
like,
The only reason I know a universe is because Fraser said that he was talking to the director, and he's just like, "Oh, you're not getting a sequel. This is a motherfucking universe."
okay, yeah. Also, wait, one thing. There was a weird theme of Terminator.
Yeah,
throughout the
yeah.
series.
There was
Yeah.
back in Gears of War.
The ending of the Devolver thing.
Yeah, and Gears of War had it. Yeah, Year of Terminator,
Gears
ladies
of
and
War
gentlemen.
had it.
Yep.
And
I'm
then
pretty
who
sure
else
there's another
had,
thing too.
Who
Yeah.
else had Terminator? 'Cause
That
there
was- those were the
somebody
two.
else, and I can't put my finger on it.
No, there was another game that had a
Oh
Terminator.
my god, really?
Yeah.
It was one
Was
of the
was,
Ubisoft.
was it Funko
I
Pop?
think it was a new.
Oh god, I forgot about that.
I completely didn't
Ugh.
bring that up.
Wait,
Mortal Kombat 11?
my
Did Mortal
God.
Kombat 11 have?
Maybe that
No.
sounds right. I don't think that's it, but like
That would
I
work.
totally
That would,
believe
it would work.
It would work, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
Maybe that means that like
Oh
there
shit! No, I'm wrong. It is.
is it Mortal Kombat.
Bobby.
He's rumored to be
yo.
playable. So wasn't it?
Oh my
Oh
god.
no, it's the
Gears 5.
other. It's in Gears 5, Mortal Kombat,
Right.
and Ghost
Yeah.
Recon.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Ghost Recon. That was it. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, what the
Oh my
fuck?
God.
What the fuck, dude?
Terminator. What do you
And Devolver. Like, do you
They
think-
must
do you
be-
think Devolver like planned that, or was it just
No.
the funniest fucking coincidence?
It's
that made
it's
it
funny
so
just
great?
to do Terminator.
So Terminator movies aren't
Oh
doing
my
so
God.
hot. Like another one came out, and I don't think anybody watched it. So they're just probably
Well,
like
the
dishing out those
trailer for-
licenses. Hunter,
Huh?
I'm gonna need you to look to your, I think, right. Yeah, and I'm gonna need you to take the cuffs off of Midnight. He's unleashed. Let him go. Let him go, ladies and gentlemen. Midnight, go ahead. It's the Nintendo Direct. Go.
Okay, Hunter.
Nintendo
remember
oops all swords.
It's just like
remember
everyone gets
when
blown
we had
away.
when we had to talk about Mario Maker and Yoshi's.
Yeah.
And
They
Yoshi's.
confirmed there ain't no amiibo support for Mario Maker 2, so I was right. And
Oh.
Did
Nintendo
they
just
actually
like
confirm it? How
Did
did
they
confirm
actually?
it?
I don't trust you about that kind of stuff
Yeah,
because you
what-
pull up the worst like sources. It's like some fucker on Twitter being like, "I don't like amiibos," and you're like, "Okay, that's it. That's not in it."
That guy happened to be on Twitter. He happened to be Reggie Fils-Aimé, all right?
Reggie, my dad, said fuck amiibos.
I'd send you
That's
a link.
why I retired.
No, but god darn it.
I need
There's
sources before you say anything.
I cite my sources. Uncle Reggie told me. Where the fruits of Crisco? Okay, but
I need sources. I need sources.
can
Okay.
I link it to you?
You can put it in the chat.
Which
Or
you
you
can.
can put it in the. You
I'm
can
back.
put it in the Trello like I told you to.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I don't listen.
He never does.
Yeah.
We all know. So
It's somewhere, but yeah, I was right. That's all I just wanted to say. Okay,
I was
back
right.
to-
Doubt it. I really doubt it.
hey,
I
this isn't an argument podcast. Start your own if you want, and kill it, and then don't do it for 4 years, and then come back and make up the. All right, do your own.
Okay, so I can see what Chris is really excited about again. And
Oh yeah, no. There's no. Listen, I'm not trying to favor anything. I'm not trying to. I'm not gonna favor anything. Okay, so for everybody at home, we have notes, and on the notes, half of the screen is banjo. It's just the word banjo, with O's. So yeah, banjo is kind of awesome, dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? They put fucking banjo and Smash. I was in the fucking car. I was like, oh my god! Like I wasn't driving. I just parked for work, and I was like, I crashed the car. I was like, oh my god! I was like worried that my coworkers are like, Chris, what the fuck is going on in that fucking car? I lost my fucking mind, dude. I've never like, you don't understand the validation. The fucking validation. Now, I'm not even probably gonna play them. Like, I'm probably not gonna play the game during that time. But goddamn, the validation to put goddamn Banjo in Smash, it all fucking makes sense. I did a whole die trade at the fucking beginning of the show. You don't understand. Banjo makes so much fucking sense. He just makes sense. He deserves to be there. It just makes sense. He has a perfect moveset. He's a quirky guy. He fits Mario. You could put Banjo next to Mario and it wouldn't look weird. Like, it's cool. Like,
can I also say that his model is beautiful?
They
Oh my
did
God, I
great.
It's really good.
They did
It's
great.
It's really good.
I'm
Oh.
so happy.
Beautiful.
They did it justice.
Gave him those blue golden eye, like those glowing, beautiful blue eyes, and Kazooie's there.
Wario's there.
Smacking Kazooie. The whole like fuck Kazooie thing is still a bit, and that's my favorite thing. Like, fuck Kazooie. Fuck you, Kazooie. And then she badmouths and shit. I hope that they have like the same things that they have for like Snake, where they have taunts.
Yes, with combos of just like
Yeah.
Kazooie just talking fucking shit, and Banjo's like, "Oh, that's not nice."
Oh, wait, yeah, they could do that, and like they wouldn't even
They
need
could-
voice actors.
Oh,
Oh, please, someone do that.
yeah. Yeah.
Please, please, please,
Please.
please.
Well,
They
like,
probably already did.
also, sorry.
Go ahead.
On this, Smash confirmed as a 3D game. Have you heard that like meme? Smash
What?
is a 3D game, because it's like
What?
'Cause-
Oh, because the VR.
no. So there's like
No.
this whole thing because like it's rendered in 3D and they're on a 3D plane, but you only move through 2 axes.
oh,
instead
because
of
of
three,
the
right?
the map.
So there's like this thing like with characters that are like stunned, they like wiggle around and you can like miss hitting them because they like move to the side, even though like
so it's like,
if it's like stabbing, like it's going for my head and it's like what? So that can happen, but they confirmed that because Spiral Mountain is a rotating stage. Did you see that in the trailer, by the way?
yes.
That looks pretty cool.
do
That's
you
gonna be interesting.
do you not think
but-
that I watched that trailer 1,001 times? Are you fucking kidding me? Like,
Where's your
there was
hour-long analysis video.
I want to do it. I held myself. This is it, kind of. This is my like equivalent of that because I have
So
like
the
18
second
other
hour of
videos to
this
make, so I
1 hour
don't.
Podcast.
Yeah, is just Banjo. Like, fuck all these other topics. Luigi's Mansion, fuck it. No, but seriously. Also the hero, which like Japan was just as excited for the hero as we were for Banjo. So it was like a cool little balance for everybody. Because they really loved
But
Dragon.
apparently Japan was super hyped about Banjo.
It's good to hear, though.
because it was
Yeah.
the 6th most wanted fighter when they did the,
I'm-
In Japan.
the ask.
I'm glad what they did with the hero. That they announced Eldrick and it was like, okay, fucking this guy. He doesn't even look that cool. Like but he's a great Smash character because you want to punch him. You know.
That's true.
Like he just looks like a guy you want to punch. But like the fact
I mean,
that
he
they
looks like Android.
the fact that they gave you heroes. But I agree, the hero is a stupid name. They should have just
Yeah.
gave.
Like
Yeah.
they give the Koopa Lanes and Bowser Jr. all the different names. And can you fill me in because I know nothing about Dragon Quest? Are there more protagonists or are there only those?
Well,
four?
there's one
it's just like Final Fantasy. So like in that sense, where it's like each Dragon Quest is a completely different world and lore.
Yeah.
So there's been
There's
11
some that are
heroes.
interconnected. There's like they work
Yeah.
in trilogies, kind of, but like even then, they're different.
It's a different main character.
Yeah,
it's a different main character, but it's the same timeline for like usually goes on like for like 3 games and then it switches over. Although the more recent ones are more independent.
So why'd they do just 4, and why did they not give them names?
Well, they also had the finisher thing or whatever.
Yeah, that's where the rest of them are.
Yeah, they show all of the other ones. So they
they got all the big ones. They got the main hero from 1, 4, 8. And 11.
all the iconic ones that they really got, and they really
has a mouse in his pocket.
They really misled it a little bit though. I was a little bit ticked by that. Is that they misled it?
For a second, I was like, is that the
I thought it was going to be Trunks.
No, hot swap. No, that they were hot swapping. They were showing. They were showing that one would come in and jump, and the other one would jump. They kind of misled with that a little bit. That it looked like they were.
It's just going to be skins. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You go. It's even going to be Echo Fighters.
You go to the Smash site, and it's the skins.
They're alternate costumes.
Oh, they already have it up on the Smash site.
Yeah,
cool.
Banjo isn't on there. I've checked. He's there, but they won't let you click him.
You can't click on him.
Yeah. So they're 4 skins and 4 additions.
Yeah.
Well, Banjo has 4 different skins. You can see it in the Banjo Tooie multiplayer, and you can probably get the Banjo, get the nuts and bolts Banjo.
Oh my god!
It looks so hideous when you can look at the 2 side by side.
Oh, what if there's a Midnight? This one's for you. They've got to have a Conquer skin, dude. Straight up, they're gonna have a Conquer, but he's just orange with a blue center or something like that. It'd be Conquer.
Kazooie is like the gray squirrel or whatever.
It's Mighty Pooh. Just shit.
I low-key kind of want Conquer and Smash, though. That'd be amazing. I just want to see what trailer would do.
Ever.
God, what would it'd be worth it just for the trailer.
Conquer and Wario have a field day or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just kind of walk around. I was like,
fuck motherfuckers.
You.
Okay, so let's get through everything else because this is just going to turn into an entire Smash discussion. I can already feel it.
Bowser had a tie.
Bowser, that introduction with Doug Bowser was beautiful. That was really cute. Brought in Doug Bowser. It was just hokey enough that it's like, oh, this is cute. It didn't last too long. There was if they had spent 30 more seconds, it would have been like, okay, get the stop.
Would have been a bit too far.
Yeah. And then Luigi Mansion, starting off with that after, was really cool. We will definitely cover that.
Visuals, it looks like.
I'm actually kind of excited about it.
We will definitely play the Skyscraper.
I was cool about it before, and now I actually really want to play it. I'm actually excited for it.
Yeah, this will probably be the cast.
Over Dark
honestly.
Moon.
Yeah.
They showed a glimpse of the final boss though in the trailer, because you see King Boo in there. Well, it's either.
What if that's the first boss?
What if they make you fight the final boss 3 times throughout the game, like they do with Galaxy and Odyssey, and it just makes me sad.
Or like Super Mario, where you fight Bowser at the end of every fucking world. What are you on about? What do you mean?
I meant Luigi's Mansion was a higher standard.
Nintendo game.
Gooder than
higher standard than fucking Mario.
How dare you,
Luigi?
Whoa! Get your fighting podcast elsewhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a Sunshine 2 going on. Let's get it going.
Yeah, buddy. This time Mario's got a Hawaiian shirt.
This time Mario's kidnapped, and you gotta play as Toadsworth and rescue him.
That's Treasure Tracker, isn't it? Whatever.
Look at me. I'm the genius here making the real
I'm
sequels.
the genius.
I'm an idea guy. Nintendo, hire me.
They need to make a.
Hire just for
I'm an idea guy.
Work.
Make a Piranha Plant game.
Piranha Plant.
Oh my god! Wait, that's called Smash.
He needs his own game.
Did you hear that?
Reverse Super Mario Sunshine.
Guys, stop! Alright.
We're gonna... There are Piranha Plants.
Calm down, everybody.
Did you hear that Fire Piranha Plant got confirmed as a playable character for Mario Tennis Aces?
That's good. I mean, they
did Fire Piranha.
I'm almost thinking about having an entire another Banter Buddies about Animal Crossing with, the Animal Crossing team. Because we've got, Sylvia, Michelle, me a bit.
There's already 4 people, Chris. You just need to be the cameraman. There's 4 people.
I'll sit out.
There's
way more.
There's a lot of people.
But here's the idea. There's 8 players available in Animal Crossing. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes out, we're just going to become an Animal Crossing channel. There's nothing else. We're just going to be doing Animal Crossing. Sorry. VisNomadic is now called Animal Nomadic. Animal Nomadic. You know what, Midnight? The only thing that could dethrone my mind from Minecraft is Animal Crossing. So you've done it. Congratulations. We can play it.
Yeah, we're gonna trick Midnight into playing Minecraft by getting him into Animal Crossing, and
he's gonna be when he's punching that one tree and he's building that house. He's gonna realize
he's gonna be into
it.
He's
gonna realize.
Oh no.
Oh jeez.
We go VisNomadic Crossing.
But yeah, Animal Crossing looks awesome. Very happy to
Crossing.
hear about it. Very unhappy to hear that it was delayed, but I am okay with it because they need more time, and I expected it anyways, so it's all good.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I was
it's
surprised it was coming out
when
as soon as
every
it was.
other game is coming out.
I actually kind of appreciate that too. Yeah. It would have been kind of cute because it was like that's Ash's birthday is around that time, November, so I thought it'd be cool for that. But whatever.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
it's the same here, but I'm getting Eleanor Death Stranding, so it'll be fun.
It's all the same.
I got her the baby.
It's the same game.
Same game.
Same game.
Basically,
Animal
think
Crossing.
about it.
Yeah. Mario and Sonic have another Olympics coming out.
Yep. New Olympics. It's been 4 years. It's been 2 years.
It's been every two
Every
years.
2 years.
It's cool that Sega makes it. I didn't realize that Sega makes those.
Yeah.
But
Sonic.
but it looks
Nintendo's not gonna touch Sonic.
But I mean, like, it looks very Nintendo. But I guess so did Rabbids. So I mean, Nintendo's been doing really well with like handing out their characters, their beloved characters, to other people.
Oh, yeah.
Because they, Candace of Candace of Hyrule,
Cadence of Hyrule.
Yeah. That Cadence doesn't matter.
Music.
Candy cane.
Her like that was cool, and that's using a beloved character. I'm excited for that. I want them to keep going, like letting their characters kind of have things, because they're basically Disney of Nintendo, of Nintendo. They're the Disney of video games.
Disney of Nintendo.
They're the Disney of video games, truly. Like they have all these beloved characters and an entire like collection of characters, and I appreciate that they're like starting to let other people use them.
Speaking of Disney, Nintendo, unfortunately, the hero being a Squeenix property that kind of deconfirms Sora and Geno.
Yeah, it does. That makes me sad. But it kind of confirms Goku, because he's Goku. It's Akira Toriyama, dude with spiky hair.
Yeah, no, that like
it's
I said,
Goku.
Trunks confirmed.
You're welcome,
That's
guys.
the closest we're gonna get.
Those
we're
are
gonna get.
Well, he looks more like Android 17 than he does.
He has a sword. It's Trunks.
Yeah, but he still looks
Everyone's
like the dummy.
He's Buffman Trunks with the sword.
But like,
he's not that buff.
Imagine
he's hiding it with baggy clothes.
Imagine that you are Sakurai though, and you have to make the decision. It's like, we're not gonna fucking put Goku in. Oh, and
Actually, it's Nintendo that
he's already like deconfirmed.
Well, you know.
It's only
but I
it's
mean,
deconfirmed.
but I mean, like that was a great compromise. It's a compromise for everybody. It's like, hey, we got the designer who made Goku, and there's the characters.
Please,
so
leave me alone.
Good enough, right? I mean,
So
that's the
where's
best I can do.
SpongeBob compromise?
Shut up. You got a SpongeBob game on your
Bikini Bottom
yeah.
HD.
Shut up.
No, I'm talking about
push
Battle
it.
Bikini Bottom HD. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It's so good.
It's just the game
Wasn't
again.
at E3, so no.
Neither was Death Stranding, to be fair, but
Yeah, but Death Stranding's a good game.
oh.
I will fight.
Whoa!
I played a lot
Fight
of-
Hey,
podcast over there.
keep it for your fighting pocket. It's like
Fighting.
I like how that's how the layout for the stream is like the two buddies and the two baddies over
And
there.
the two banters.
Yeah, the banters were the buddies.
Baddies over here.
All right, so
It's
last
mom, dad, and the two kids that won't stop touching each other in the car. It's just
stop
I
fighting.
also like how you made it to where 2 people have ties and 2 people don't.
Yeah, that was
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask.
100% planned.
Ron Burgundy.
No, it's just red.
Okay.
I looked up headless suit man and
Suit man.
and then made it red. So there you go. I spent no time on that. Basically, like, to make me do something, like, the whole Banter Buddies thing not coming back was not a bit. It was a bit that went too far, maybe. Like, it's just like, it's coming back, guys. We'll just do it. We'll just do it. We'll just do it. And then, like, it finally came and it left and then didn't do it and then we didn't do it. And then, like, E3 is, like, a good topic. Like, it's always good to talk about. It has so many topics that we could talk about that definitely fill an hour. And then, like, this visual has been in my head for like 2 years. Like, I wanted to do this, but like I had some members that didn't have, you know, cameras, or some members that didn't have green screens, and I had some members that, you know. So this is the compromise. You guys are seeing every
self-esteem.
Whatever.
Yeah.
This is every level of it. Like the people who don't have green screens, the people who don't have self-esteem, and Hunter. So it's, you know,
Hunter doesn't have pants. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Hunter has too much green
That's
screen.
true most of the time.
Hunter's entire room is green. I could just fill the whole screen. It would just be green.
There's no colors.
I mean, if you want to turn the green screen,
I don't want to. I might break something, but I'll do it.
Just go offline.
Well, let's talk about the last topic real quick. Legend of Zelda Breath 2 coming. Take a second breath.
Exhale.
Second breath.
Is really horny about Ganon.
Yeah, I saw that.
But what if it's Demise? Don't you get it? It's Groose.
Oh,
It's
no.
fucking Groose.
Oh, please, give me
Groose
Groose.
leather now.
Give me the Legend of Groose.
Jerky.
It was Groose the whole time.
Wow,
Dude,
that's
it's his hair all slicked back, you know, like dead. It's Groose, dude. I'm telling you. Come,
It's Groose.
it,
Groose.
put your money in the piggy bank. Smash it open when I'm right.
Hail Mary. You got it.
I'm telling you, this is so right, and nobody can't tell me I'm wrong. But it's cool that it's clearly going to be Breath of the Wild 2 with the same engine, plus dungeons, dude. Also,
It has dungeons.
that's what it seems like, and it also seems like they're going to like give you an altar world, very Twilight Princessy, very Majora's Masky, very all those darky games, Two Worlds, whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool that we're like getting that second game of this kind of world. It makes sense. It all makes sense because the budget of that, the ideas of it, the fan want, you know, like people want more Zelda, but nobody knows like what's the next Zelda I want. I don't know. Like,
Playable Zelda, because everyone is just like fucking.
there's another game.
about
That game right there is a good idea of like a really good AI friend. I hope that does it
Yeah.
too. Like since they don't have to make a whole goddamn world again, it'd be really cool if they really invest in like her helping you. Like she picks stuff and she like throws it to you. Like, hey, I made this. Go ahead. That'd be really cool. And like she's got her own things going on. She's always got a bow, like shooting shit. You have to like manage her inventory.
Potential co-op maybe.
That too. Like hand a switch over to your friend.
That'd be fun.
You know. And it like pulls out so you have a bigger view. That'd be really cool.
Well, you couldn't do it with the Joy-Cons because of the camera.
Yeah, but they'll figure it out. It's
Not with
Nintendo.
that attitude.
They'll figure-
Gyro controls for the camera.
Dude, yeah, literally you hold your Joy-Con to turn. That would be crazy.
Yeah, just turn it like that. Like I could see that working. It wouldn't be the best, but
Whip out your second Switch.
I wouldn't play it
Bring
with the
back
Joy-Con
tank
for
controls.
life.
You got to click the buttons on the top.
That'd be awesome.
It's all fixed camera angles. Resident Evil crossover.
That'd be very, very cool though to have her as a playable character, and that's like you manage her inventory just as much as yours. It's very like kind of like
Resident
Skyrim.
Evil 5.
She doesn't eat the gross, like, broken food that you make.
There you go.
Like what the
It's higher
she just-
standards.
She gives you a little look if you try to give her just like primordial sludge. It's just like,
Yeah.
really?
You're really just trying to make me feed. Oh, like going like super far back, there was one line from the Watch Dogs trailer that was really funny, and it's the character rolling, and the AI just goes, "Does that help?" Like, just throw it. All right, does that do
That
it?
was
Just
actually
like
good.
calling that out. That was pretty funny.
Pretty good.
But yeah, like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2.0. Glad it's not a DLC. They can really put all their efforts into it because it's not
They
a
can
sequel.
open it
And-
up a lot more.
Sorry, Wii U users. They're not gonna make one. Sorry. Yikes.
Bye.
Four
Bye-bye.
of you.
Bye bye. We're moving on. We're
But
moving
also,
on.
like, place your bets. How long do you think this is gonna take for this to come out?
Oh, probably close to the end of the
Next year.
lifespan.
I'll say 3. 3.
They said it has begun development.
Yeah.
So did Metroid.
I'm gonna hold.
Well, they've
I'm gonna hold
reset.
on my
No,
statement.
Fair about Metroid, they reset. Like they had to start over.
Yeah.
Like they
They
started
redid
over.
everything.
They started over.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah.
pretend you didn't
The
hear
fact
it
that they
until
don't
now.
have to
That
make a new
hurts.
engine, the fact that they don't have to really do as much, I'm gonna say next year or the year after.
I'm going to say
because-
2021 at the earliest. I'm probably
Definitely
2022.
not next year.
Yeah,
I'd
not
say
next
2022 probably. Yeah.
Well, that's what they kind of do. They kind of get you a game that's like interested in that'll come out, and then a game that's like coming out, and then a game that's in the future. Like they keep on doing.
I mean,
that.
the only
it's not going to take as long, obviously. Like I see where you're coming from, Hunter, but
yeah, the only reason I'm saying next year is because next year Breath of the Wild's already going to be like 3 years old.
Yeah, they probably started development literally like a year later too, like after it came out.
Yeah.
They were starting to get into it. But they don't want to show too much because there's not really much to probably also show because again it's the same world, so it's like what's there to show?
Yeah, same world, same model.
Well, this is the idea of like what if it's filled? You know, like what if they're filling it or something? Like what?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't say how many years have
And then
passed.
it's Wind Waker. They flood it.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, that's what
it wasn't.
It
It
looked
was
So-
a prequel to
Hey,
Wind Waker all along.
Hey, some people are saying since it was like
Yo, I've been wanting
was-
the Wind Waker
it
prequel.
was-
I'm not gonna lie.
the whole castle was lifting right at the last frame. It's like full circle.
Why
Back,
we go to Skyline?
going back to
The only thing
Skyloft.
I thought is I was thinking if the castle's a
loop.
giant robot.
You know, that's
It's a
what
big
And I'm just
guardian.
like, what if is that?
I
What
lo-
if it's a giant guardian?
I legit thought that was.
would
I thought
fucking-
that's what was gonna happen with like because there are robots in this that are giant, but
Yeah.
they're one's out in the
Yeah,
fucking.
the guardians were all buried underground.
But
so
they were-
What if the castle's on top of a
We're
guardian?
gonna have a big mech kaiju Zelda. Like,
Yeah, it'd be sick. Be sick as
I
fuck.
think it's-
doesn't
yeah.
doesn't Zelda have a robot and we haven't seen
Sick.
her robot?
No, she doesn't. Get
Everybody else got a robot. Even Link got his
it. Because she's
motorcycle.
magic.
Oh.
She doesn't need a robot.
Oh. Well, that's some fine logic. All right. Cool.
I mean, that's true. She's magic. She didn't need one.
Idiot.
She kind of just took out. Oh no! Spoilers. Never mind. I won't.
Link
say
gets
that.
a motorcycle.
We'll see you in Breath of the Wild 3.
I won't
Everybody
say
gets-
Breath of the Wild spoilers because I know some people still haven't beaten it.
Ash hasn't beat
But
it.
I'll be.
I haven't
She's
even
getting
gotten
all the
hang
Koroks.
glider yet. That's how much I.
Hey, as soon as you do, you can beat the game. I mean, that's
I still
kind
need
of
to beat the deal.
technically true.
I mean,
Technically true.
you're not wrong.
On a scale of 1 to Midnight stops talking about Grace Showman, how impossible is it to do that?
What does that mean? Two.
what?
Do what?
Two.
Do
To
what?
beat it right away.
But on a scale of Grace
Oh,
Showman,
well,
what does
it's
it mean?
very.
On scale between 1 and Midnight stops talking about Grace Showman.
So,
I
like,
mean,
that
AKA
would be never
impossible.
You can.
impossible.
Yeah, you can beat the game right
I would-
away. You
I
can
would-
pick up a stick and run.
I
your Ganon.
would call it playing Minecraft. Right about there. You know, it's
Okay,
not,
that's
you know,
impossible.
it's past Greatest Showman.
Oh god.
It's not.
It's not a game that's meant to be 100%ed.
The thing is that you don't
Yeah.
want to beat it that way. You could beat it that way, so that you don't want to beat
Yeah.
it that way.
But
You
that's
want
not
it.
fun.
Yeah.
no, that's
Just
really-
get your own enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
Getting absolutely everything isn't necessary
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
experience.
That's basically me and Ash's experience. Like me, I played it until I was like good with it. I did all the things, like the big major things, and then did the final thing.
Yeah.
And Ash is getting every single Korok seed, and she's still got 500.
Yeah.
And the game has been out for what was it, 3 years? It's just-
Yeah.
yeah.
It's. I mean, does she know the spoiler of the Korok seeds?
Nope. Don't know
Oh,
nothing.
oh, poor Ash. Oh no. Oh
Okay.
I do know about that. I'm sorry.
All right. So moving on. Maybe she does. I don't know.
You get poop.
She's just doing it to complete. All right. So. So moving on though. I mean, I guess it's closing, wrapping thoughts. This E3 sucked.
It was pretty bad.
Like it was okay. Like it wasn't
Devolver was a highlight. Always.
I'll
That's
be
what I'm
honest,
saying.
Kill me.
I
Nakamura?
disagree. I think it was a pretty high E3 for me. Like,
Yeah.
there was some really, like, the third-party conferences sucked outside
Yeah.
of, like, Devolver, but, like, the first party, which is what all what people care about,
It was-
those
Yeah.
were really good this year. They're consistent.
Yeah.
Microsoft did a good job. Thumbs up to them. Nintendo, they brought it back because I was happy with their E3s for the past few years, but
It's as if they talk
that's
to each
very
other.
specific to me. I was like really big into Smash.
Doesn't it
But
seem like
for-
everybody talks to each
but yeah.
other? Because it was like a good opening and a good closer and a good, you know, like fill
Yeah.
in the minute. It feels like they talk
Yeah.
to each other about like the pacing of all their conferences to each other. It just
I mean,
seems
they
like
probably
yeah.
do.
yeah, because it like as a like if you watch all of the panels all together, it's nice. It's like okay, highs,
Yeah.
lows, the nah, and then the
Well,
cool
the
again,
third,
and then
the third parties have to talk with the first parties.
right.
Yeah.
They're the ones.
They are like,
They're the
well,
consoles.
are you gonna announce it at my panel or are you gonna do it at your own?
Yeah,
If I give you
yeah.
$1 million, how can I say?
I like to think they're all sitting at a.
exclusive?
They're all sitting at a Monopoly table. Like, okay, so I'll trade you Boardwalk.
I like
Yeah.
it better that they
Rabbits.
do it at E3 and they're at a Subway.
What do you think?
Subway.
What do you think?
Yes.
No, man, Quiznos. They do it at a Quiznos.
Oh my God.
Can I get that baked, please?
Are they still around?
Can you warm those? Can you warm
They
that up?
exist. I went to one a couple months ago. There's one in
They
Canada.
could be gone by now.
What if
Alright.
the Banjo review trailer took place at a Rainforest Cafe and they're bringing back Rainforest Cafe?
In Smash, it's a level. All right, ladies.
Cha-Cha's
Make
explain-
it in Stage Creator,
Alright.
please, somebody.
Ladies, Rainforest Cafe. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. We're gonna wrap this, and then we'll do a little post show. Thanks so much for watching. Banter Buddies is back. Will there be another episode this year? Maybe. Keep watching. Look forward.
4 years.
Another Banter Buddies coming up will probably be more about like us and like what we're doing and projects, because like I kind of want these to replace the updates, because I've stopped doing the updates so much, and I thought, well, we'll just talk about it on our podcast because we have a fucking podcast. So thanks for watching, everybody. Say thank you. Thanks for watching. Say bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. This is where we cut the for YouTube. If you're a special Twitch streamer, you get to keep watching. Bye, everybody.
You watch more now.
This is where we get naked.
What?
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 Are we getting naked?